Hi guys, how's it going? Someone just messaged me. We are waiting, Teresa, Deborah, and me. Oh, thanks, Nadia. Let's have a look. The hottest man of all time from Rose. Rose sent me this. So hi, Deborah. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Nadia. Right, I've just had a load of meat. I had lamb, pork, steak, and 2 eggs. I'm a greedy man. Linda's with us as well. Right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm a bit tired, but it doesn't matter. We're going to celebrate because just in case anyone's new to this channel, we are Elvis Presley Defenders. The name of the channel is Defending Elvis Presley. We Want the Truth. I mean, the short name of the channel, I think, is just Defending Elvis Presley. That's what I think. Right. Nadia had salmon, spinach, and poached egg. Perfect. So, come on, we have to celebrate. That live, my God. That live. It just completely surprised me. 71,000 views. 71,000 views, guys. I know it was a very long live. It lasted 2 hours. But usually a 1 hour live will get around 20,000 views, won't it? Now, we went 2 hours and we didn't just double the views. We more than tripled the views. So you guys were brilliant. Team Elvis was like, woo, on fire. Yeah, Stacey. Team Elvis was brilliant. Now, I learned a lot from that live because Finola, how are you? Finola in Ireland. She's a proud Irish lass. Finola, I have a 27-year-old son called Andreas, and his fiance lives in Ireland. So one day I'm coming to Ireland. Linda, I think some people are expecting you to produce sworn statements. No, because I just refer them to Google. I just say any documents you want to see, just go on Google. They're all there, and they are. All the important stuff's on Google. Hi, Colleen. Hope you're well. Hope things are getting better for you. I know you're having a tough time at the moment. Team Elvis rocks. Sure does. Stacey, you know that we love to have you on board. Yeah. Wait, the dog's barking. Come on. Now, I think we'll chat about the live stream a bit longer. I was deleting a few, and then on the second hour, I just felt my whole body relax. And I sat down in the garden with a coffee, as you guys know. And instead of being quite uptight and trying to speak really fast and trying to keep saying, please subscribe, and trying to keep going through all the different bits about Elvis's drug problem and the unfaithfulness and the fact they call him names, I just sat back, and I don't know if you noticed this, guys, but I allowed the questions to come in. I allowed you guys to interrupt and disagree with them and put them right and give them facts. And the whole live stream took on a different feeling. Instead of it being me just trying to hold things going by telling stories, by giving facts, I found that the comments took over. Now, did you guys find that as well? The comments took over. So it was almost like its own little animal. It had its own little life, because you had some negative comments. Then we had quite a few people that were loving it, that were saying, I'd subscribed. Giving the people with negative comments, I was giving them a chance. I was like, look, if you're going to say negative stuff, I'm just going to delete you. So I was giving them a chance to sort of be good and join in a respectful way. And then I give them one or two comments, and then I would delete them. But then eventually you even had people joining the live stream, and they were defending Elvis against the trolls. That was good, I thought. And there were just a few things that happened that I really liked. Do any of you guys remember when I said to everyone, what country are you from? Do any of you remember that? I went, come on, everyone, let me know what country you're from. And then suddenly, loads of people that hadn't commented yet started saying where they were from. Do any of you remember that? Hi, Diana. Hope you're well. Yeah, Nadia. I tell you what, in Japan, do you think that Japan was genuine? Deborah, hi. I just was like, we have gone global, guys. This channel, this movement, this defending Elvis Presley, we want the truth channel that has evolved slowly. I just thought, what is happening? Something very different happened on that live stream today, and I'm going to do it again. So what I'll do is I'll start off doing the usual on the phone live stream, just talking about Elvis and telling them about Priscilla and the Memphis Mafia and the fact that Elvis's reputation is being tarnished. But then I'm going to be a bit more laid back, and I'm going to allow the comments to flow more and just relax a bit and let the comments take over the way the channel moves. So it has a bit of a life of its own, which allows you guys to step in and start disagreeing and start defending Elvis. The other thing I liked is that this time I took my time and I started reading the comments a lot more and trying to understand the comments. And then I started replying to some of the comments. You sure would be, Stacey. But the other thing I noticed was, how can I say it? It's hard to explain. I definitely felt that we could do with a moderator. Do you know what a moderator is, guys? I think we probably need 3 or 4 people that have the ability to delete people. Because I don't think I can do it on my own, because the messages were going too fast, weren't they? It was like, it got to the point where it was like we couldn't even catch up with the messages. So when you get the really rude people that are just saying really they're trying to get a reaction. Sometimes I couldn't get in there fast enough to add a moderator. And someone told me to add a moderator. You click the let's have a look. No. Start a poll. No, not that. Someone told me there's a way of adding a moderator. Let's just see if anything. Moderators activity. Let's have a look. I'm just clicking on it now, guys. So moderators activity will be shown. So that means you can have. So I've just seen here that. So if I delete someone, it's going to let us all know now, because it just said, I'm just clicking on the little buttons. We've got participant community moderators. Ooh, hang on. I don't want to lose you there. I think it's something. Let's have a look. So I'll just close that down. No, cancel. Let's go back. Right, let's go back to you guys. But I'm gonna work out where we can add a moderator, so that really I think we probably need about 4. so that we can just delete the very bad ones. Now, the ones that are just disagreeing with us or that are challenging us, I don't mind that. But it's just the ones that are just so rude. So rude. So do any of you want to be moderators? So Nadia has a problem with people having blind faith in people, and it is about us believing in God. Right, let's just have a look a minute. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Yeah. Okay. What's this add button? Let's click this add button. What does that do? That just says close. So I'm just playing now, guys. So what's this button mean? Show your support. Defending Elvis Presley. Oh, right. You can send me money. Come on. Yeah. You've got to send me money button. Right. Let me just keep looking. Nadia, I find I go too much, but always have a great time. Okay. So I'm just experimenting, guys. I can see it shows me. It shows me how to turn on moderator activity, but it doesn't tell me how to add a moderator. So I'm learning. Add as moderator. Let me just click on it, see what happens. Can manage block words. Can managing moderator. Can review and remove chat messages. Right, let's click on that. But it doesn't say who. Oh, Nadia. Nadia, you've just become a moderator. How did that happen? Let me try that again. So maybe what it is, you've got to click on someone. Nadia, are you there? I don't know how I did that, but you've just become a moderator, which means you can delete comments. I wonder how that works. Let me just do it again, and I'll just see. Why did it choose Nadia? Let's press the plus button. No, not that one. Let's press the other one. I don't even know how I did that. Nadia, I don't even know how that happened. I did that by mistake. But I don't mind, because I'm quite happy for you to be a moderator. I'd just like to know how I did it. Weird. That is weird. I don't know how. I pressed the add button. Oh, well, you'll be all right. Oh, look, on next to your, Nadia, next to your name, you've got a little tool sign that makes you a moderator. That's just funny. I want to know how I did that. Unless it was because I'd clicked. Oh, I see. You click on the name. Let's have a look. So let's have a look. So now we've got Nadia. I see it. Yes. So let's try someone else. So according to this, Linda is now a moderator, but you don't. But Linda doesn't have the. Let's have a look. No, it's. But there's not next to Linda's name is not. I hope you don't mind me doing this, guys. I'm just messing around. So let's. I think what you do. Right, we're on Deborah now. Deborah is now a standard moderator. Let's have a look. So guys, I'm just trying to see how it works. Let's get Stacy. Stacy, I hope you don't mind me doing this. It's interesting. So according to this, 4 of you are moderators. 4 of you. Is there anyone that wants to be a moderator? Is there anyone that wants to be able to delete negative comments? Please let me know now, because I'll add you now, because I trust all of you. So do any of you want to be moderators? And then we'll start talking about what we're going to do. There's no favoritism here. So Linda, you don't want to. Linda, I'll take you off. There we are. Linda, I've removed you as moderator. Is there anyone that does not want to be a moderator? Don't worry, Linda, it's fine. It's okay. It's just for deleting people that have are saying bad stuff. That's all it is. I've removed Linda, but Linda, if you ever want to, tell me and you will. All of my members and subscribers that I talk to daily, I trust. Let's have a look. How do we delete? I think you could, when they say the comment, I think you there's 3 little dots. So you put your click on the comment, and I think there's 3 little dots. Finola, it's up to you. You're welcome to be a moderator. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to force anyone to do it. And if anyone does not want to do it, it's fine. It's fine. It's just so that when we're doing the live streams, you know, the fast, quick live streams, that if anyone is saying anything really bad, we can delete them. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I don't mind people having opinions. I do mind rudeness. So if anyone's being extremely rude, I just want to delete their comments. Let's have a look. You'll take us off EE font, want to anymore. Naja, what does that mean? I will ask them to leave. I just don't know how. Now, I think what it is, you just click on the comment and it just blocks them or deletes the comment. Yeah, I think it gives you the opportunity to delete the comment. It might. Let me just have a look. I'll try and just see. I'm not really sure. We're going to have to learn as we go. So the timeout option comes up. I don't know about that. So what is the timeout option? Timeout is good too, Finola. I'm not really sure about the timeout comment. I'm not really. Anyway, we have 3 moderators: Debbie, Naja, and Deborah. And it basically means that you can delete comments. That's all it is. It's nothing to be worried about. So, okay, right, okay. Yeah, Stacey, you're a moderator. I hope you like it. It helps me, guys, because when we're doing these phone lives, guys, and we've got loads of comments, and we're all trying to reply. We can get rid of the rubbish, can't we? I don't think you can delete the comments. It's either block or report the person, Jean from Hollywood. Hi, Jean. Welcome aboard. I hope you're well. So I'll be honest with you. It did say, let me just try and add one more person, just see, and so it lets me know. I won't actually add them. I just want to see so it says can review and remove chat messages or hide or put users in timeout. So the moderator can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Then you have a managing moderator, can manage block words, change chat models in live, and have standard moderator capabilities. So I'm not even sure what that means. So I've just kept it simple, can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. That's it. Okay, right. I think that's enough for that anyway. Yes, Stacey, I think that's correct. I think that's right. I think we need it, guys. And I think, Nadia, I know you mentioned earlier, you mentioned the app. Now, I've messaged quite a few people, and then none of them are coming back to me. So anyway, I thought today we could just go, obviously, after celebrating this crazy, amazing live stream we have at 71,000 views. I thought today, finally, we'll just go through some of your comments, because I keep taking pictures of comments. Oh, no, I will just quickly mention the Priscilla Presley is suing Brigitte Kruse for $1 million. Do any of you have any opinions on that? As far as I can see, now we know about the Brigitte Kruse lawsuit. I don't know how aware you guys are, but to try and cut a long story short, as far as we know, the auctioneer, Brigitte Kruse, and her partner have been selling items on behalf of Priscilla, Elvis items, which is how they got to know each other. Now, Priscilla was in trouble with the tax man, like £700,000 tax bill, and they said she was 60 days from insolvency, basically in trouble financially. And I think Brigitte Kruse offered a management deal where she takes over the Priscilla Presley name, you know, and helps her get out of trouble. Then she was going to help her with merchandising, cosmetics, things to do with the making of the Priscilla film. I think Brigitte Kruse got involved in that. And to cut a long story short, they both agreed many things. They signed many contracts. I think it was as many as 12 contracts that Brigitte Kruse made sure she recorded the signing of the contract, and Priscilla Presley demanded that Brigitte Kruse was there. So everything was agreed, everything was signed off. And as far as I can see, at some point, Priscilla Presley changes her mind and ghosts Brigitte Kruse, carries on. Priscilla Presley carries on as normal, doing different events where she's earning money. And Brigitte Kruse feels that she's entitled to 80% of that money, which just drives me bananas. I can't believe that Priscilla Presley would agree to an 80-20% deal for her name, and only 20% in her favor. So as far as I can see, Brigitte Kruse has served a lawsuit on Priscilla, demanding her share of the profits, and saying that Priscilla is ignoring her and signed 12 contracts. So that's been going on for a while. We know that's ongoing. And then last night, there was a press release, and I first saw it on Shauna's channel that someone had sent me a link. It could have been Deborah. Someone sent me the link. Let me have a look. Let's see if I can find it. One of you sent me the link to Shauna's channel. No, actually, no, it wasn't Deborah. Let's have a look. Oh, I think it was Rose. Was it Rose? Yes, it was Rose. Rose Finney. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. By the way, anyone watching now, guys, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit the like. If you want to be a member, click the member button. Right. So let me just keep going. So in the middle of the night, it was a press release, and there's loads of people all over the place saying that Priscilla is suing. Let me just get this right. Priscilla Presley is suing for $1 million in compensation, suing Brigitte Kruse and her 3 partners. I don't even know their names. Saying that they've mismanaged things and she is entitled to compensation. So would you call that countersuing? It's 2 separate lawsuits. I'm not very legally minded, but so that happened in the middle of the night. And if you Google it, it's everywhere. Let me just show you. So if I just type in Priscilla Presley, well, you got to be quiet, guys. SUES, yes.
Daddy, can you write centipede?
So let me have a look. What do you want?
Can you write centipede, please?
Centipede, right. Say hello to people. Say hello to everyone.
No.
We've been on the beach. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I tried to do a live stream on the beach.
Yeah.
But there was no signal, so I just deleted it.
So what?
There we are. There we are.
Wait a sec.
I just deleted it because it wasn't working, Tina.
Oh.
Right. So right now you got to be quiet because I'm trying to tell them something. So the actress claims she was duped into signing contracts, handing over 80% of her income, and has lost over $1 million. Presley sued for financial elder abuse. This is the weird thing. Financial elder abuse. She says there is fraud in the inducement and breach of fiduciary duty and legal malpractice. Strong words, guys. Now, obviously, this weird thing where she's using the elder abuse. I've never even heard of elder abuse. Have any of you guys heard of that? And the other thing that we found out when we were reading through the documents is that $40,000 had been placed into Navarrone's account. And according to Priscilla, because Brigitte Kruse and her partners has power of attorney, they went into the accounts and took that money. So why was $40,000? This is the big question, guys. Why was $40,000 placed into Navarrone's account? Navarrone's account. Do any of you understand that? Makes no sense. It does tell me that when Priscilla Presley, in my opinion, is negotiating deals and contracts, she's including Navarrone, because it tells me that when she set up the deal with with Brigitte Kruse and her partners, that Navarrone was part of that deal. You know, the auctioneer Brigitte Kruse, a very famous, successful auctioneer, even dealing with royal families. Right, turn that down, please. What is that? I can hear music playing. Oh, unless someone's having a party. Let me just shut the door. I think someone's having a party outside. There we go. Okay, so do any of you guys have an opinion on this thing where Navarrone had $40,000 placed into his account that Brigitte Kruse has taken using her power of attorney rights? Because I think it tells me a lot that Priscilla is actually seriously including Navarrone when she's doing business deals. Right, let me just try and read some of these comments. Elder abuse usually occurs in nursing homes and such. It refers to actual abuse. Yeah, it's just a bit odd. It's just a very odd way to do a lawsuit. Linda, I think we're just thinking out loud here. This is just opinions. But Linda, I suspect something's not correct. I suspect it isn't right. Linda, she's always the poor victim. Yes, unfortunately. Now, I'll read a bit more of it. Now, there's a lot of people that it's everywhere. Yeah, there's even more than that. If I press more, there's a lot of people. Oops. There's a lot of people with this. And there's even more if I write next. Loads of people. Let's just click on a random one. let's just click. Which one do I think looks good? Let's click on Yahoo. Forgetful. It's all about money. They only care about the money. Lisa, Elvis was not like that about money. Very true, Teresa. Nadia, if I'm going to put in the words hello. Yeah. See, does it let you delete that word? Just try and delete it. As a moderator, Nadia. Right, I'm going to read this in a second. Oh, yes, Deborah, I forgot about the second divorce settlement. Oh, my God, don't bring up the second divorce settlement. It drives me mad. So let's read it again. Priscilla Presley suing former associates for elder abuse theft of $1 million. This is by Yahoo News. Priscilla Presley is suing several former business associates alleging financial elder abuse and seeking over $1 million in damages. The widow of legendary rock musician Elvis Presley filed the legal documents on Thursday, claiming she was forced into a form of indentured servitude, according to TMZ. Indentured servitude. Ha! Okay, Nadia, you got the power. Right, I'll just press hello and just see if it allows you to remove that message. Yeah, I know. It's hi, Nicolette. Yeah, it's a form of indentured servitude. The 79-year-old is accusing Brigitte, Kruse, owner of GWS Auctions, and several others for conning her out of $1 million. Now, in case you guys want to look up GWS Auctions, I'll type it. GWS Auctions. You can actually go on Google, you can type that in, and the auction website comes up. And if you type in Elvis memorabilia, you can see everything that Brigitte Kruse is selling on her auction site. It's quite interesting. If you get bored, let's have a look. Yeah, indentured servitude. So Finola, it's like, you know, she's instructed this high-powered attorney. Let me see if we can get his name. I did see his name. It will come up in a sec. So this high-powered attorney is obviously just thinking of different ways to really scare Brigitte Kruse. And don't forget, Priscilla Presley is going to have the best lawyers, the best attorneys. And if Scientology are involved, she's going to put up a very good fight, Priscilla Presley, but so will Brigitte Kruse. Because Brigitte Kruse, you could tell, is a very, very smart lady. Quite a character. I call her the female Colonel Tom Parker. The female Colonel Tom Parker, because the way she dresses very outlandish, doesn't she? And she has held some amazing events, amazing, very impressive, all over YouTube. You can look her up. She knows her stuff. No, she's definitely not stupid. She's definitely. Now, I would say to you that Priscilla Presley is not stupid, but she signed the contracts giving away 80% rights of her name. So that's pretty stupid. Good point, Nadia. Very good point. But I still say, why 80-20? 80-20. No one signs an 80-20 deal. Nobody. Against themselves. Just don't understand. She must have been desperate. She must have been very worried. So in the document, she called Kruse a con artist and a pathological liar, which is quite extreme, whose Presley claims gained control over her finances after convincing her that her former financial advisors were untrustworthy. So if someone gives you, so if someone tells you that your former financial advisor is untrustworthy, you don't then give them power of attorney and sign 12 contracts. The two initially met in 2021 when Kruse was running a business selling Elvis memorabilia through an auction house. Over the course of their relationship, Presley says she was coerced into forming companies and signing contracts that allowed Kruse to siphon off 80% of her income. Madness. I know they have proof. They definitely do. That's why she's got a fight on her hands. That's why she's not saying that she didn't sign the contracts. That's why she's saying that she was conned into it, because she can't deny the signing of the contracts. So she has to really make up things to make the judge think that she was coerced. In one allegedly fraudulent deal, Presley claims that she was supposed to receive $300,000 paycheck that Kruse and her associates pocketed. So she's basically saying that a $300,000 paycheck, and I think it was for cosmetics, some cosmetics that she was promoting, that should have gone directly to Priscilla, because Brigitte Kruse had power of attorney. She stepped in and took the money. Right. So many of the ventures, including a 2023 biopic Priscilla that used the Presley name and image and likeness. So that tells you that because the Priscilla film used Priscilla's name and likeness and images, that Priscilla, her company, is it Priscilla Presley Partners, were paid for using the name Priscilla and the likeness and the images, which completely shows us that she 100% played a very strong role in the making of the Priscilla movie, because she tries to distance herself, doesn't she? But no, they paid her to use her name, her likeness, and her image. But it sounds to me that Brigitte Kruse grabbed it. Brigitte Kruse grabbed the money. Well, Deborah, she's got a tough fight on her hands, a very tough fight. But I'm sure she's got very good attorneys. No one can conceal. I don't think. No, I know what you're saying, Linda. I don't think she was conned. I think that Priscilla was desperate, and Brigitte Kruse come along as this very, very successful businesswoman that was very, very wealthy, offering to bring her a lot of money, and Priscilla fell for it. And when I say fell for it, I mean Priscilla really thought she was going to make a lot of money and get out of trouble with the tax man, and she was 60 days from insolvency in these people's opinion. I think she thought it was a magic deal, but it wasn't. And I think she very quickly regretted signing those contracts and then was trying to work out how to get out of it. And this is it. Well, first of all, she just ignored them and didn't bother paying them and acted like they didn't exist, which is why Brigitte Kruse served the lawsuit. But then further down the line, the solicitors are trying to get clever. And I would say this is like counter-suing. So now there's like, they can use it for negotiating, can't they? So Brigitte Kruse wants this amount of money. Priscilla Presley doesn't want to pay it. So Priscilla Presley now has this lawsuit as leverage. And in the end, it'll go back and forth, and there'll be some compromise. Isn't that what normally happens with solicitors and lawyers and attorneys? In the end, behind the scenes, they agree stuff. And in the end, it's all win-win. Win-win-win. Everyone wins, including the attorneys. Usually the attorneys get the most. So let's have a look. What was we reading? She also alleges that unauthorized withdrawals were made from her son's bank account, as well as attempts to make deals capitalizing on the death of her daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. My God, what is that? Right, I'll read that bit again about Lisa Marie Presley. So there's 15 of you watching now. Please subscribe, guys. Please hit the like button. If you want to come in and join us and let us know who you are, you're welcome to join in, guys. We're very friendly here. So that particular point, let me just read that point again. She also alleges that unauthorized withdrawals were made from her son's bank account, as well as, this is the biggie, attempts to make deals capitalizing on the death of Lisa Marie Presley in 2023. That's quite a big thing to say. She's basically saying to Brigitte Kruse, you and her partners, you made money on the name of my dead daughter. You tried to make money on the name of my dead daughter. That's a big deal. She's also admitting that there was money in Navarrone's bank account. So, So this is a big deal, guys. Then we got back in February, Kruse filed a lawsuit of her own against Priscilla Presley for breach of contract, claiming that Presley abruptly cut her off last year, even after helping her avoid insolvency. And this is what I just said to you guys, that the whole plan with Brigitte Kruse and her partner, because initially there's one partner, isn't there? But this particular lawsuit that Priscilla is backing is 4 people. But this original lawsuit is Brigitte Kruse and her partner. I can't remember his name. So Priscilla Presley is accusing her former business associate of financial elder abuse. I think it's just saying it all again. So lawyers on Presley's 79 filed a complaint in Los Angeles County Superior Court Thursday alleging that people behind the LLC established in her name fraudulently coerced her into giving them power of attorney, control over her family and personal trust, and control over her bank and bank accounts over 2 years. In the filing obtained by USA Today, she claims the managers of Priscilla Presley Partners LLC worked with others to misappropriate more than 1 million of her funds. It's a big deal, isn't it, guys? When you read it, she basically says fraudulently coerced her into giving them power of attorney and control over her family and personal trust and control over her bank accounts. Why would Priscilla do that? I don't care how successful someone is and how much they help you make money, to sign something like that, where you're literally transferring power of your name, your bank account. I don't understand it. She must have been very, very desperate, because this is extreme, guys. This is like signing away your life. I don't get it. What do you think? She definitely had power of attorney. She definitely gave power of attorney to Brigitte Kruse, Linda. Unless Brigitte is concerned. Yes, no, she's got power of attorney. I think Priscilla signed a contract with Kruse for Kruse to manage Navarrone's inheritance for Lisa. Now, that could be very possible. I don't think my comments are showing up. No, they are, Rosalind. This is the second time I've sent this comment. No, Rosalind, I'm getting your comments. And hi, Rosalind, welcome aboard. It's a mess. That's all I can say, guys. It's a mess. Is that it? The actress and author and ex-wife of Elvis Presley accuses the former associate's house of Brigitte Kruse. Well, right, so her partner is called Kevin Fialco. So let's have a look. And she's accusing them of conspiring to prey on older women by gaining her trust, isolating her from most important people in her life, and duping her into believing that they would take care of her personally and financially, whilst their real goal was to drain her of every last penny she had per the lawsuit. My God. I mean, this is very strong wording, isn't it, guys? I'm going to read that bit again. They prey on older women by gaining her trust, isolating her from the most important people in her life, and duping her into believing that they would take care of her personally and financially, while the real goal was to drain her of every last penny that she had. That's pretty extreme, guys. Yeah, Jerry Schilling should have helped her, innit? He was probably out buying the condoms, mate. Right, I'm only joking. I take that back. Didn't mean it. Rosalind, thank you all for letting me know you see my... So, Rosalind, you know we love you. Yeah, Jerry's like getting his buckets out, filling them with money. I didn't mean it, guys. Take it back. It's just an opinion. Presley asked, let's have a look. The filing alleges the defendants and commandeered Presley control over her finances, forcing her into a form of indentured servitude where plaintiffs were forced to work so they could receive the lion's share of any revenue that she was able to earn in the future. Presley's asked the court to bar the defendants from accessing her finances and will require them to provide full documentation of payments. She seeks $1 million in damages. So she's got to prove everything. It's all got to be proved. The judge is going to want receipts and bank statements. And now that does tell me, and I'm not defending Priscilla, but it does tell me that Priscilla's lawyers think that Priscilla's going to be able to come up with this proof, these documents. It does tell me that. People say they have had an affair on and off. There'll be groups of mean people gravitating towards each other. Well, I tell you what, whenever I mention Jerry Schilling and Priscilla, possibility that they had an affair, on and off, going right back to the 60s, I get quite a few nasty messages from people. So it is just a maybe, guys. And I don't hate Priscilla Presley or Jerry Schilling. We're just fishing, guys, fishing. Let's have a look. So when reached for a comment, lawyer for Kruse said they have not been served a copy of the filing. USA Today has reached out to Presley's attorney and the contact for Fialco for comment. Oh, that's interesting. What's that? Former business associates previously sued Priscilla Presley for breach of contract. We know about that. Why does it keep repeating the same stuff? So Kruse and Fialco claim they accepted Presley's request to manage her business and personal affairs in 2022. Despite the hardship that it imposed on their respective ongoing business, they have saved Presley from dire financial circumstances. And Duo said by establishing the company to commercially exploit Presley's name and image and likeness. That's that. Let's have a look. What's that? My wife's trying to message me. All right, they bought you a load of bras. So my wife is having a little get-together with her friends because she's having an operation on Tuesday. So that's sweet. The friends have all gathered round her. Oh, she's so sweet, my wife. Anyway, right. What are we doing? Linda's half hour. Let's have a look. Even if they done it after Elvis died, it would be wrong on Elvis. Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one with Jerry Schilling. Oh, thank you guys. But it's a difficult one with Jerry Schilling because he's very likable, isn't he? Handsome, likable. He's always was a very good friend to Elvis. He met Elvis when he was like 13, and he always admired and looked up to Elvis. And we know that Jerry Schilling loves Elvis. It's obvious. Elvis bought him a home, and Jerry Schilling still lives in his home. But the problem you've got is there is rumours going right back to the 60s that they became too close. It's sort of hinted on in his movies. And you have on and off seen them together for the last 50 years. And he was a good-looking man. Unfortunately, Priscilla Presley does have based on what we know about Steve Peck, the dance instructor, that she had an affair with him, in our opinion, in March 1968, just after Lisa Marie was born. But also that she then went on to have the affair with Mike Stone, the karate champion, the karate instructor. So unfortunately, I don't like to sound horrible, but Priscilla has a wandering eye. She likes her men, and she did back then. So is it possible that her and Jerry Schilling had an affair? I don't really like to talk in this way, but it is possible, guys. And I'm not saying that to be hateful or to stir hate or to be cruel to Priscilla. I just think in our opinions, it's a possibility. I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't. It's also a possibility that she's had an affair with Tom Jones. And that gets a reaction, doesn't it? And they've had a friendship for over 40 years. I like Tom Jones. I like him. I hope they didn't. But they may have done. Deborah, behave, Deborah. You're so naughty. Do you know what would have been nice? It would have been nice if there was a fairy tale and that they got engaged in 1966, then got married in 67, and the baby was born in 68, and that Priscilla stayed faithful and loyal, which I like to think that if Priscilla was faithful and loyal, that Elvis would have at least tried to have been a good husband and good father, and maybe they would have lasted longer. Now, do I think with the temptation and the lifestyle that Elvis had, that he was able to be faithful for the rest of his life? Probably not. Probably not. But I think they would have lasted longer. So, I definitely think that Priscilla, when she was in her 20s and 30s, was man hungry. I'm not saying that to be cruel. It's just my opinion. I do think she probably had a very, very high sex drive, guys. Some girls are like that, you know. They're just like man-eaters. A bit like Team Elvis. We're just having a bit of fun. We don't got anyone watching this channel. We're just messing around. We don't mean it. Nadia, I do think he would have been faithful for longer. I do. You guys. And we love Anne-Marie. Not Anne-Marie, Anne-Margaret. I keep saying Anne-Marie. I used to have a member of staff called Anne-Marie. Anne-Margaret. So we're going to wind it up soon, guys. I'm going to bring it to an hour. I'm pretty knackered. I really tried hard to do you guys a live stream of me on the beach today on the seafront. I've deleted it now because it just wouldn't. There was no signal, but it was so beautiful today. I would have liked you guys to have seen where I live along the seafront, along the promenade. There was a large grand pier there and some beautiful islands. It was definitely too windy. It didn't do my hair any good, and I still haven't dyed my hair. I'm going to dye my hair tomorrow. and have a shave. Linda, it would have been nice if it was, but the thing is, this is the funny thing, Linda. Many Priscilla fans think there was a fairy tale and think it was all nice and that the only reason it went wrong is because Elvis was unfaithful and took drugs. This is the sad thing. That is so far from the truth. People honestly think, Priscilla fans, no offense, many of you think that the only reason that Elvis and Priscilla split up was because Elvis was unfaithful and that he took drugs. And that is so untrue. I don't hate her, but it's not true. They didn't split up because Elvis was unfaithful and Elvis took drugs. They split up because Priscilla was unfaithful 2 months after the baby was born, in less than a year after the wedding. And then she did it again 2 years later with Mike Stone. That's it. That's it. That's why they ended. And no person on the planet will tell me any different. Yeah, the Baz Luhrmann, even the Baz Luhrmann film, and even the Priscilla film, it shows that Priscilla was the victim, Elvis was the unfaithful person, and Paul Priscilla. You know, it ain't correct, guys. It is not correct. Elvis was the victim. Elvis was the victim. Like, but both the films really weren't quite right. I do think that the Elvis Baz Luhrmann film, as a film to bring in new fans and to show the pizzazz of Elvis, did a great job. I do like Austin Butler, even though he doesn't look like him. I do like the way he portrayed him. But come on, I think the only decent Elvis film ever made is the one with Kurt Russell. Seriously. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Kurt Russell film? He definitely was a victim. There should be a lawsuit protecting Elvis for how he was coerced and mistreated and embezzled. Because he was the one that got ripped off in the end, wasn't he? Actually, that's a good point. The way that we're reading about the Priscilla Presley and the Brigitte Kruse case, we could be talking about Elvis. It's very similar circumstances, isn't it? Very similar. If you break it all down, this is how Elvis was treated. We haven't had a proper film. Thing is, you'd need about 4 hours, Nadia. Come on, the Mike Stone and the Steve Peck is almost never, or Steve Peck is never mentioned ever, which I think was pivotal. Because you have an affair with a man just after you've had a baby, just after you got married. That's just crazy. That's bizarre. That's like unthinkable. But it's never mentioned, except for there is 5 words in the Priscilla, Elvis and Me book. Literally 5 words that say, we had an affair, it ended quick. So I can't remember the exact words, but we had a brief affair. That's what it says. That I ended. We had a brief affair, I ended it. That's what the words say in Priscilla and Me. Yeah. Finola. I think I might have seen that somewhere. But he's had a few different. Wasn't he part Cherokee as well? So you're obviously a very, very proud Irish girl, Finola. We can see that. One day I'll be in your country with my son and his new wife. I need to ask my son what part of Ireland his fiancée lives in. I actually think he's in Ireland right now. I think he's in Ireland on holiday. I should ask him. Let me ask him. He probably won't reply. His name's Andreas. I named him after my twin brother. Are you in Ireland? I'll text him as well. Just for fun. Right, I'll message him, see if he replies. Are you in Ireland? And his fiance is called But actually, I think his fiance is called Brigitte. That's a coincidence. Anyway, let's see if he replies. He probably won't. Right. So, a movie focusing on Elvis having fun with the Memphis Mafia. Now, Chloe, I have strong views about the Memphis Mafia. Then they weren't all good. Obviously, the tell-all book, Red West, Sonny West, and what's his name? The other one. From what I can see, Chloe, the more likable ones were Charlie Hodge. I know many of you will disagree, but Larry Geller. And who was the other one? Oh, yeah, Billy Smith. They seem to be the more genuine ones. Now, they all had a good side. All of them. I know that they all... George Klein seems like a good guy. The only thing I'll say about George Klein, and I do know quite a lot about George Klein, is that he really did milk the cow. Do you know what I mean by that? He did a lot of work making money off Elvis's name, like really went out, really pushed the boat out. That's the only thing I have noticed. There's a lot of money making going on with George Klein and Elvis. So, hi Richard, how are you? Hope you're well. Thanks for your comments earlier. Hope you didn't mind my comments, how I replied. So I'll be trading more of that Trill book tomorrow on my home to Zurich. I've missed something. I'll be trading more of that. Do you mean reading more of a book? Is that what you mean, Nadia? Oh, the tell-all book. Yes, we know that you've got it, and you're very proud, and you keep boasting that you've got your original second series tell-all book, Elvis, What Happened, Nadia, and it's worth hundreds of pounds. We do know that you're super rich because your book is so valuable. I'll just listen to it on YouTube. YouTube, it's free. Look, I'll put it on for you. For free. Right, here we go. I've already done a few chapters. Elvis, What Happened? What happened? And it goes, and it does it in chapters. Let's do chapter 9. Here we are.
Human beings have a guiding force called maturity, the germ of moderation that sets off alarm bells when we have gone too far one way or the other. Dave Hebler says, without trying to be an amateur psychiatrist.
See, Nadia, free of charge, every chapter. Look, loads of So there, na, my thing's better than yours. Let's have a look. Turn your autocorrect off. Let's have a look. It's not worth hundreds. The one called Elvis and Kathy is worth hundreds of. In fact, yeah, I think someone messaged me that today that it was worth a fortune. I wonder why. I wouldn't buy that book if I was a millionaire. But I've actually been told that a lot of the things in the book actually are not mean. It's only when they start talking about the drugs. That's when it all goes wrong. And the thing I've noticed about the Memphis Mafia, when they talk about the drugs that Elvis took, they don't say that he was unwell and all his medical conditions. They just say he was a druggie and like getting stoned off his head, which is incorrect. Because if you know that the medical conditions that he had, he bloody needed his medication, all of it, just to get through the day. Yeah, you're old style. I'm old style as well. Look, I hate reading. You know I hate reading. Yeah, Dave Hebler. That's the one, Linda. I think he was a bit of a karate expert, isn't he? And that's how Elvis met him. So we all know Elvis loved karate. I saw an interview the other day that Elvis was one of the first 100 people in America to be a black belt in karate. Yes. Finola, I think he was. I think he was maybe not type 1, but type 2. But I don't know that. But when I'm doing my little spiel about all the different conditions he had, I do say he could have been type 2 diabetic. Dave Hebler only jumped on the bandwagon. He was nothing to Elvis. Yeah, he came later on, didn't he, Richard? Because the truth is, only 3 of them wrote that book, didn't they? But the cruel thing is, it's because it happened in 1977, literally just before he died. So could you imagine how they felt that he literally died weeks later? It's just very cruel. Yeah, I've seen the Frank Skinner documentary. Didn't he own one of his shirts? Is that right? Was it a black shirt? Well, I don't agree. I think Elvis was a very, very good karate. You got to dig in and watch all the different bits on YouTube. He was good, Elvis. How dare you belittle Elvis Presley, Nadia? Elvis thought Dave was a stirrer in the group. And I've seen interviews where Red West loses his temper with people complaining about the fact that he wrote that book, and even shouting at one of the people because she brought up the fact that he should have given the profits of the book to charity. She says, "Oh, you are such good friends with Elvis, and you keep saying you love him. Well, can't you give the profits of the Elvis What Happened book to charity?" And he lost his temper. He lost his temper. And it's on YouTube. All right, I don't know about that. About Frank getting ripped off by Dave Hebler. Yeah, you're not, Nadia. Yeah, I've hi Chloe, and yeah, I've listened to that phone call a few times. I actually thought Elvis come across very genuine and honest and friendly and respectful. Bearing in mind how he was treated. Hi, Victoria. Yeah, was it a shirt? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to head off now. I could go on, but I'm knackered. I'm just so tired, and I don't forget what I've been doing in the morning is I've been doing the phone lives first. Then I jump on and do a live that we do, because I think that we have to do these up close personal lives like this. That's how we get to know each other. That's how it's almost like a meeting. We're deciding how to go forward. I think we need to do about 2 a day of these. We don't get many views on these. We might get between 200 and 500 views on these lives, the widescreen lives. But then we go for it on the phone lives. If you've just joined us, we now have moderators. So hopefully when we do the phone lives, the moderators are going to be able to delete the very negative comments. I think there's 3 moderators. Is it 3? Nadia, Stacy, and Debbie, I think it was. So it should make the phone lives not so uncomfortable, because some people get very offended by some of the trolls. So we're going to experiment it tomorrow at around 8:39. We'll do a phone live, and then I'll do another long one like I did today. I don't know if any of you guys know, but we had 71,000 views on one live stream, one phone live stream. We had 300 subscribers. I think we did. How many live streams did we do today? Phone lives. Let's have a look. I think we did. Right, we did 2. We did 2 phone lives. One had 20,000 views. The other one had 72,000 views. Then we also did the Priscilla, SUES, Brigitte, Kruse live, which is one that we do like on a widescreen. And that one, it's only 315 views, but at least we get to discuss things properly. I think it's very important that we do the widescreens. I think that is the core of the channel. I think the phone lives are just a bit of excitement for us to bring in new members, to convince people to join us so that we can defend Elvis Presley because we want the truth. So everything's still evolving. Oh, thanks, Richard. Everything's just still evolving. I think that this channel is still in very early days. I do think, like years from now, we're going to look back on this period that we're going through as the channel evolves as quite a special time. So we are all the originators, aren't we? We're all the originators. Nadia, the 72,000 live stream had 300 subscribers. It's pretty good. Normally we only get 5 or 10 a day. Now the one that had 20,000 subscribers got about 120 subscribers in an hour. So it's pretty good, guys. Very impressive. Yeah. So we're up to, let's have a look. We're up to 25,090 subscribers. Now, when I started doing the lives, the phone lives, we were 23,500. So we have had 1,600 new subscribers since we started doing the phone lives. And we only started doing the phone lives. Let's have a look. When we started doing them, not that long ago. Let me go back. 5 days ago. Just double check. Oh no, 6, 7. Let's have a look. Maybe more. Hang on. Let's go back a bit further. 6 days ago. We only started doing the phone live 6 days ago. Now that's hard to believe because it feels like longer, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Right. No, we're going now. No, we're going up to bed now. I hope so, Nadia. I really do. Because I still think our channel needs to grow. I still think I'm very pleased that we've got 26,000 near enough subscribers. I want it to be 100,000. Look, let's face it, guys. The bigger we get, the more people we're going to convert. The more people we can tell the truth to and let them know that many of the things said about Elvis just aren't right and are very unfair to Elvis. We're going to protect Elvis's image and legacy and name and reputation by reaching out to as many people as possible. So the bigger the number, the better. I'm not going to take things for granted, mind, because I know that we're getting these massive views at the moment on the phone lives, but it could end, couldn't it? We don't know how long that's going to last. It's very fluke. I think that the phone lives we've been having are very fluke. So it could just be luck, guys. No, not yet, because I like this. I like it here. I like it. Maybe in the winter. I don't know. Finola, there's so many. Right, I'm going to go. But there's so many Finola. It's been going on for 40 odd years. So I definitely think we're making a slight difference, but we want to do a lot more. The general Finola, before I go, the general thing is that Elvis was a drug addict and that he was, I don't even like using the word, that he liked young girls and that he was abusive, maybe a rapist, that he binged on beef burgers. Yeah, it's all that crap, innit? It's all complete crap. What they should be saying is how amazing he was, that he was a beautiful man, a Christian man, a very decent man that helped everybody, that always put himself second, that loved his country, that would do anything for anyone. He had a very kind heart, Elvis. He was such a soft-natured person. So this is what we want to hear. Yes, Richard, it's crap, isn't it? It's crap. Now, he wasn't an angel. He made mistakes. I'm not stupid. He did like the ladies, but that doesn't make him a bad person. And the fact that he needed a lot of medication doesn't make him a drug addict. So it is disgusting, Linda. It is. And Finola, you'll slowly start to see it, and you'll start disagreeing with it as well. We're seeing it on the phone lives already. As soon as the phone lives come up, you got everyone calling him loads of names straight away. I've been deleting quite a few of them. Today, I deleted quite a few. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go. So, thanks. Please subscribe. Please join the channel. Please hit the notification bell so that when we come together, when we do the live streams, we can all come together. He sure was, Richard. He definitely did. He definitely is, Naja. Yeah. Thanks, guys. All the best to you. Thanks, Stacey. So, obviously, big shout to the people that became moderators today. But, guys, I trust all of you. If any of you want to help moderate the phone lives, you're very welcome. You all are very important to me on this channel, whether you're members or subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It means everything to me. Take care, everyone. I'm going to end it and let you guys carry on chatting for a bit. So you take care, guys.